And welcome everyone to the OVEF and NerdLouisville TTRPG Telethon, courtesy of our platinum sponsors Dice Alliance and Derby Comics and Games. We are very excited and just want to give a few housekeeping details before we begin the actual adventure. First off, the part of Jonathan, our guest dungeon master, is now being played by Chris Tatum from NerdLouisville. So thank you for that. Applause, applause. Also, we know that there are some storms and some weather that's out there. We hope that all the things are going to be fine, but we do ask for some grace as far as any technical issues or power or Wi-Fi related. But fingers crossed, and all the deities of DM being prayed to currently. I want to also say that TTRPGtelethon.com is the website to go to look up information about our players, to look up also how to donate. There are donation buttons all over the website, including ways to personally donate to the players that are playing today. So be mindful of that and checking out the website as you can. We are going to briefly introduce the players just by name and by the district that they work for. And then I'm going to hand over the mic, as it were, to our friends to let the adventure begin. So I'm going to go to my far left for my position here in the room. I'm going to introduce Don Bacon from Jefferson County Public Schools, JCPS. Thank you, Don. Okay, next we have Doug Osborne from Bullitt County Public Schools. Okay, now we have Tyler from Oldham County Public Schools. Okay, we know Chris, our DM. Okay, we have Jamie from Jefferson County Public Schools, and last but not least, Sterling Harris from Jefferson County Public Schools. So we have all of our friends, names and bios, full information is available at the TTRPGtelethon.com website. So without further ado, I would love for you to begin. Take it away, Chris.
Fantastic. Thank you, Adam. So before we begin, a little bit of housekeeping as well for NerdLouisville. I want to go ahead and put a little very special shout out to our NerdLouisville volunteer who actually wrote this. This is an original scenario written by Stephen Brown. So Stephen, we really appreciate all of the help you've been giving to NerdLouisville in your volunteer capacity. He's been working with us on a couple of other things. And the name of this is Recipe for Adventure. All right, so spring has finally come at last to the little village of Rainbow Springs after one of the harshest winters in living memory. Not only was the winter bad, but there was a minor earthquake that also struck the region, inflicting major damage on the buildings in the village, especially the venerable White Oak Inn and the grist mill. No wonder everybody is, ready and willing to celebrate the rite of spring. Almost everyone in the village has gathered in the town square, including yourselves. Okay? Everything is festooned with flowers, waiting for the appearance of Bertram Whitfield. He's the chef of the White Oak Inn. Each year, he prepares a special feast to celebrate the coming of the spring. It's known as the Feast of the Dragon's Tail. The centerpiece of the meal is usually a specially prepared dish consisting of ingredients gathered by selected members of the community. Everyone wishing to participate puts their name in an iron pot, including you all, and then Bertram draws out the names. The crowd noise kind of dies down. It's a nice early spring day. It's cool outside. There's a little mist that sort of dropped down. And Whitfield steps up out onto the porch of the inn. My fellow citizens, once again, it's time to honor the Earth Mother with the rite of spring and the annual Feast of the Dragon's Tail. Just a little applause. He holds his right fist aloft. I hold in my hands the names of those who have been chosen to collect the ingredients for the feast. There's a little bit of hush, kind of, lays down. And he says, I will read out the first name. Pulls it out. Morig!
Oh, that's me. Oh, right here, over here.
Woo! There's a little bit of cheer. Describe yourself, Morig.
Morig Bronzeheart is a dwarf with bronze skin, green eyes, long braided blonde hair, and a long braided blonde beard. He's wearing chainmail, and over that chainmail is a black and gold party-colored, or black and yellow party-colored tabard that belonged to his father. His father was a soldier in the 3rd Royal Hussars, and he carries a battle axe. And That's what it looked like.
Fantastic. You get a couple pats on the back as you walk up, and everybody sort of gathers on the stage when you get their names called. So it's a lot of excitement going on. Oh, he pulls out the next name, and he looks and Brody.
So I am Brody Penower. I am a half elf, and I have black hair, blue eyes, and pale skin. And I help run the general store of Rainbow Springs, so everybody kind of knows me. And I help also with messages. And I am carrying with me my hand drum, my lute, and a pan flute because I'm always prepared for a good party.
All right. So someone's like, "Hey, did you get that message that I sent you? Did you deliver that?" As you're walking up.
Oh, well, of course, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Naturally, only the best messenger in town.
Just checking. Okay. You go up to the stage. Next person. And Dylan Gettings.
Yeah, it's me, Dylan Gettings. You all know me. I've been here since I was a wee little lad.
Quite a little.
I'm a halfling, so I'm still a little. I'm a ranger here, and I've been working the dairy farm and turning that butter for some time. And the White Oak uses a lot of our goods, and I'm happy to bring more today.
We love the Gettings dairy products. Says, looking for something, some recognition in the crowd. A couple people are like, yeah, all right, that's pretty good. All right, so pulls out the next name, Selwyn Trattern.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Selwyn Traherne. Kind of new to town. Just arrived the other day, and just trying to make my way in life like everybody else is. I'm nondescript. He's just dressed kind of normal, you know, just regular breeches, regular overalls, regular shirt, nice little straw hat, and kind of blends in. At least tries to.
That's right. All right. And there's a hush that kind of falls over, and it's the last name. And everybody's like, oh my God, who's the last name? Who's the last name? Pulls it out. Alice Howell.
Yes, thank you. I am Alice. Alice is wood elf, fair skin, dark hair, simple clothes, wearing an apron with a few pottery stains on there. She's worked in the town for a long period of time, and she's had magic, but she really knows how to use it now. She's excited to prove herself.
Perfect, absolutely. And a few people are really excited, but then you can also kind of feel like, oh, we didn't get chosen. A lot of people are already sort of turning away. And Bertram looks and he says, that will be all this year. Come back next. And he basically invites you over to the event, right? So now is, you know, the crowd kind of dies down, and the feast will be held tomorrow. So you all know that you will have approximately 24 hours as he pulls you all in. So you walk into the inn's common room, and they've cleaned it up really nicely. Says, listen, everyone, it's again, you know, the time has come again. Congratulations, first of all, for having been selected. But I've been preparing this meal for years, and I try to do something different every single year. I have to have just the right ingredients. They have to be fresh, and they have to be in just the right proportion. He says, I have many things that I need, but as always, I selected the rare few of you to go out and find the remainder of those ingredients. He says, first, I will need wood for the fire. It's come first because it's time to reduce the coals. There's a huge fire pit, like already burning, and he cooks on a lot of it. So he says, what's special, there's a stand of trees kind of south of the town where, you know, close to where the road branches off, he says. Make sure that you bring only the wind-blown branches. It sounds like we have
Yeah.
And the limbs of the tree. What's that?
It's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, I know. You couldn't ask for better.
Fit right in. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Made it. Okay. He says the limbs on the trees will be too green to burn well, so make sure they have been off the trees for as long as you can find them. Alice, I trust that your ability to discern. Next, I will need a wild boar. Bring it back here so that it can be dressed and thrown in the fire for slow roasting. I need this before this evening's end. He says, Argus Trillion, one of our local hunters, said he spotted some tracks along a path north of town. They led back deep into the woods, so hopefully you can track it. Bring your carcass back, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Third, the special sauce I have planned for the roasted boar. I'll need some herbs and wild honey. You might check with Zanya Truffles. She's a rather eccentric druid that lives outside of town to see if she can tell you where you can find these items. And finally, the last ingredient, cave truffles. They grow in a cave north of town. Some of you all may be familiar with it. I'll need a basket full of them. They're only good for a couple of hours, so this has to be timed exactly. This has to be tomorrow, right before the feast. He says, I have every confidence in you, but that may be the most dangerous of the ingredients to gather. Rumor has it that there is a dragon that has taken up residence in this particular cave. Dragon. So, with that said, no pressure. This feast depends upon you.
Chef,
Yes.
do you need more butter and milk from the Gettings farm?
No,
I can call Pops and we can get you some.
No, Dylan, we're fine. We have more than ample amounts of cheese and butter. And you do notice that this stocks, there's tons of them. You all are very prolific in your ability to craft out the cheese. And he certainly has more than his fair share of it.
Yes, Chef.
So, yes, of course. Well, thank you, though. We do appreciate and are big fans of your cheese. Of course. Now, off with you. I have many things to do. Any last minute questions before you go? No?
I was just taking notes, as a messenger and all. I want to make sure I get it right.
Yes.
So we have south of the town, we need to get the greenery,
The wood for the
wood
fire.
for the fire.
Yes,
The
wood for the
wild
fire.
boar is in the north of the town.
That is correct.
The honey and herbs are with Zonia Truffles. And we need to get the cave truffles right before the feast.
That is correct. Tomorrow.
And there might be a dragon.
That is correct.
And we need the
Yes.
caves to the north of town. Isn't that right?
Yes. It is.
So we need the boar tonight,
Yes,
but we need the truffles tomorrow,
correct.
but both are to the north.
That is correct.
All right.
That's correct. These aren't too far outside. It won't take you all day to get to these places. Fear not. Besides maybe the cave. But that's it.
Do we know Zonia truffles?
You all bear a passing familiarity with her, so you have an idea of where she is, yes.
Is she in the village?
She is not.
She's not. Okay.
No. As an eccentric druid, she lives out in the wilds that surround the village. So she'll be a little bit of a day hike as well. So, all right.
What direction should we go to find this here druid?
She'll be east of town.
East.
Yes, east of town.
I've delivered lots of letters, and I know everybody around here, but you're just so plain.
You're new.
I like to do my work. I'm very dutiful, and I also don't hang out with everyone here very well.
I assume you all are doing this as you're going.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
walking.
we're kinda walking and
We're
talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, well, both of you, I guess, are both very plain. So, just very strange. But it's lovely to be on this walk with you this brisk morning. So, we have to go get this very special wood. Do you guys happen to have anything to help collect the wood while we're walking before we get too far?
Yes.
Okay,
He does have hands.
that's great.
That is a fact.
How much wood did he say he needed?
Like an axe or?
We'll just say a couple. We'll say a couple ricks worth, right?
Okay, so we might need a wagon or
Yeah.
something to haul it back.
Sure.
All right, we're be fine that.
Yeah,
we killing.
We can stop by the farm and we can get a wagon.
You could,
Big Big Bertha might be on it, but I can get us all a couple of fresh squirts of milk if we need a little refreshment there too.
Dylan, you're so reliable.
It's great guy.
The Giddings Farm is just a hop, skip, and a jump from the inn, and you all stop by, and Mom and Pop Giddings come out. What did you need?
We need the wagon off Big Bertha.
Oh, what for?
We gotta get some wood, Mom. I'm 125 years. Let me do my thing.
Okay, I guess.
I got selected for the feast for the festival.
You did?
I did.
Oh heavens, they were there. So they were dutifully working the farm, and you all, you look, and it's a big operation, and there is a small cart that you all can take, and you can even hook up a donkey to it if you'd like. Okay.
Chef was a little light on cheese, so will you send the new reinforcement to him too?
Oh yes, of course. Paul Giddings, he runs inside. Oh, more cheese. So he runs inside. He's getting the cheese while Mom Giddings is, continuing to work outside along with you at the farm. So absolutely. But you all hook up the cart with the donkey, name it what you will, and you're in charge.
Augustus. The donkey should be named Augustus.
Augustus.
Okay. What do you think, Dylan?
That is for me.
We'll see. Okay.
Augustus, Big Bertha.
No, Big Bertha is the cow from the milk you just drank.
Right, exactly.
So Augustus is coming down, and we're gonna ride ourselves down to the south and get some wood for him.
Here you go. All right. You all hook up the donkey, take off down the path.
So I'll walk in the front.
You're in the front.
And Dylan, are you?
I'm in the wagon just to make sure it doesn't come untethered. I'm not taking a rest, I promise.
No, I want you to take care of the car, because I have no idea how to deal with animals.
Easy enough.
And I'll be by Augustus because I love animals. You're super sweet, patting, calming.
Wonderful. All right. So you kind of make your all's way out of town towards the grove of trees that Bertrand mentioned. You all have been, inhabitants of the village for some time in Rainbow Springs. And so you all were vaguely familiar about where he was sitting. The grove kind of sits atop a small hill, offering a clear view of the road leading into Rainbow Springs. And, there's this kind of fresh scent earth, you can see little buds on the trees starting to break out. So there's a lot of deadwood kind of scattered all across the grove, ranging from little twigs to fallen logs, more than enough to probably fuel this fire, even from this distance. But you all notice almost immediately you see a wagon nearby. It's kind of next to a little pond. The wood panels on it, they're kind of red and gold, and it's parked near the water's edge. There's two chestnut-colored horses kind of tethered nearby, and there's a sign along the side. Marlon Morgan and his traveling show, Illusions and Astonishments. So, what do you all want to do?
Well, it looks like we get a free show before this wood. I hop out of the cart and run up to see the show.
Dylan, I know I love a show. I love a show. Don't get me wrong. But we're supposed to stay focused.
I was so far away already, I couldn't hear.
Dylan!
Hands off. Dylan just runs off towards the cart. As you get closer, you notice that you see a gentleman. He's tied up next to a tree. He's kind of offset, so you couldn't see him. He's right behind the cart, effectively tied up along a tree that's right next to the pond. He's tied up, and he's got something around his face.
Draw my sword and fling my shield.
Oh, this is a magic trick. You're gonna escape.
I don't think so, Dylan.
Go.
I think so.
Check.
I reckon I'll go after him. I'll tell the rest of the party. I'll go fetch him.
16. So something's odd about him. Can't quite tell, but it's like it kind of flickers a little bit. It's weird.
He's flickering over here. Can we get some help?
What do you mean flickering?
He's just flickering. I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I'm gonna cautiously approach Dylan.
Yeah.
And unsling my shield off my back and have my sword ready because I'm nervous.
Okay.
Can't we focus on what we're supposed to do here? What color are we getting wood?
You all look. There's plenty of wood sitting around.
It's
So.
like Alice is picking up wood and putting it in the
I'm
wagon.
going to pull out my dagger and my, because I don't know if it's going to be a party or I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
I'll be stealthy to go retrieve him to kind of watch his back.
Got it. So
Two in the front, two in the back, and one hiding off to the side. So give me that stealth roll real quick.
25.
oh yeah. Oh, you're practically
You're
invisible.
so stealthy.
Where'd he go?
Where is it? What happened to the guys in the overalls?
You did. All right. So, Dylan, you get close, and as you get close, again, it's almost as if all of a sudden he becomes slightly translucent. Like he has a strange glow about him, and you realize that this may not be an actual person. And as you do, 6 kobolds jump out from their hiding places. They just jump out. And, for those viewers at home, kobolds, small little dragon-looking creatures, no bigger than a halfling. So, absolutely. And they jump out. They have daggers in their hands.
Well, what kind of magic trick is this, fella? I go ahead and I'll pull off my scimitar.
Okay, so you are preparing yourself. The other action I'd want to look for, what are you doing? Because the two of you are in the back and you can do that in a second. So what do you want to do?
Earlier, I said sword. I meant to say battle axe. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I have my axe out, my shield. So I am charging in, and I'm trying to protect Dylan because you didn't have a weapon. Did you have a weapon drawn earlier?
I just drew.
You just drew. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about Dylan, so I'm running out.
Perfect. Absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's just jump into some combat. Go ahead and give me initiative rolls. I'm going to allow 3 people to act first. The other 2, because you all were collecting, you're going to take 1 round before you can do anything. Give me your initiatives anyway. So, all right, we'll start down here with Morgan. What'd you get?
16.
16. Fantastic. So, all right, then Brody.
3.
3. All right.
That's why I made the face like
Well, good.
that.
Could be waiting, so no problem there. So Dylan. 7. All right. Then we've got someone.
20.
20. All right. And Alice. 9. See, that works just
Wasn't
perfectly.
feeling
Just
She was
perfectly.
loading up the wood, right?
Right.
Good job, guys.
Here's a good job. Very beautiful.
Very focused.
Very good.
Dagger on one hand, look at the other, and I'm picking up the wood.
We're fighting now. Come on. Who's here for the win?
What? Kobolds?
Who's a kobold? Okay, Selwyn, you in fact have the initiative, and you are currently hidden from sight from basically everyone. So initiative's on you. What do you want to do?
So what's the setup look like with the kobolds with Dylan? Is he totally surrounded?
No. So they are in front. They're astride the. They were basically hiding behind the cart even more, and they sort of jumped out. So they're between the pond and Dylan. Right behind is Morg, and then the other 2 are ways back. So
Does there seem to be one that's like in control, like the larger of?
no,
All
actually
kind
not.
of the same. Okay.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be a chief amongst them.
Well, I'm just gonna sneak up behind the closest one and hit him with the pointy end of my dagger and short sword.
There you go. All right, bring it on. So you have advantage on that roll, and it qualifies as a sneak attack as well. Yeah.
15, or 18. Let's take the 18.
18's gonna hit. All right, roll that damage. Make sure you add that sneak attack damage.
So, just a point of order. I've not made a rogue. So, dagger and short sword, the way the sneak attack happened with either.
It's gonna happen with the primary attack, right?
Okay, so that would be the short sword.
Okay, so whichever one you want to hit with. So you stab in, and then make sure that you add the additional damage is what the sneak attack should give you.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, D6.
Oh, just one.
Yep.
Plus 6.
So what'd you
11 points of damage.
do? Okay.
Got him right.
Did I mention they're just kobolds? So how you come up behind and you stab over to kobold just drops to the ground. Yes, you did. That is a very appropriate way to put it. All right. The other kobolds kind of jump around, and they're kind of shocked. Two of them immediately kind of jump at you, and they're surrounding you. They each have little daggers as well. So what's your AC? 15. 15? 14. 14. Yeah, they actually hit. So you take 2 points of damage as one of the kobolds jumps up. If you knew Koboldese, which I don't know if that's listed on your character sheet, but he's screaming about his now perishing brother on the ground. All right, the other one as well comes in. Okay, so 2 more points of damage as well. So both of the kobolds are just no, that's it translates better. Man, no, yeah, it was odd, but I mean, kobold is probably so. Okay. The other 3 kobolds are looking about the field, and they see the 2 of you. So let's see. 2 of them are going to attack you, Dylan, because you're close. 14 as well. 14, but they have slings in their hand. They're kind of keeping their distance from you. That's going to hit, so take 2 points of damage. Sling just kind of clunk. And the other one, wow, I'm on fire, guys. All right, another slings. Now sees you. One guy's like, yeah. He looks like he's a tough kobold, so he's running up and
Bring it, dog boy.
and he misses as he's coming in at you. So, Morig, it's actually your turn now.
All right. So I've got my shield, and so I have my shield up, but I saw my battle axe one-handed, so I'm just going to bring it down on this kobold. He just swung at me, so I'm hitting him.
Before you do so, do me a favor, give me a perception check.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I was just also thinking of the fact that I'm also kind of looking around to see if whoever cast that illusion is around. 16.
This one is not real. There is something else. Somebody's casting an illusion somewhere. Someone's casting an illusion because he flickers just a little bit too. You know, he told you about the flicker, and you're like, what's a flicker? It's a flicker. It's a flicker. But it's like he just suddenly becomes just translucent, just ever so slightly, a little bit of a weird outline. So.
Okay. Do I see anyone that could be casting this?
You do not.
Yeah.
You do not.
All right.
He is definitely not real.
So I'm going to go for a kobold that is real.
Okay. Yeah. There's two real kobolds in front of him. Just like hit him upside the head with.
All right. I'm definitely going after one of the ones that hit him upside the head. Yeah. And I will charge him.
Okay.
And let's see what happens. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's probably not going to happen. That's a 6 total.
No. You're unfortunately gonna have to do just a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dylan, last but certainly not least this round.
I'm gonna run after and how far apart are the two?
The two, they're close enough to each other. You could get to either.
I'm gonna go after the uglier one.
Okay. All right. We'll call him Steve in Cobalt Days. So that probably translates to something like.
The accent's good.
I know, right?
I've been really good working on it.
I mean, it's on Duolingo, I think. Actually. Now let me say that.
15.
15? Yeah, 15 is no problem. So what are you attacking with?
My scimitar.
Scimitar. Come on in.
And 4 damage there.
4 damage. Okay. You hurt him badly, so you slice across, and he drops his sling, and he's reaching for a dagger in his hand. So, Broderick and Alice, you all will be involved this round. So, back up to the top, Selwyn. So you're behind a few of them. You know, like I said, 2 of them now, or really one of them is 2 of them turn their attention to you.
Okay, so as an action, if I disengage, can I then hide, or is that 2 full actions?
You can try, but I'm going to impose a disadvantage to try to like sneak away,
To
like
try to
run
get
away.
away.
Yeah, because this is common, right?
Right.
They're tuned in on you. So unless you get something that could help you cause a distraction in some way.
I think I'll just hit him with the point again.
There it is, going in with the point. Get you with the point.
Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit. So they do have some very primitive like armor on. So you got close, right? Kind of nicked the armor a little bit. So all right. So the 2 that are on you then, Selwyn. One of them actually steps back a little bit and pulls out a sling now that you've killed one, and he fires at you, Selwyn. Dunk. He hits you with the rock in the head. Yeah. What are you at?
Down to 4. I think I miscalculated. I rolled a 6 and then added my 5, so that was an 11. But do I add my another bonus?
Are we adding the initiative or the hit bonus?
Just the 2 hit bonuses.
Just the hit bonus. Okay,
just
okay.
the hit bonus. Yeah.
So it's just 11. I'm down to 4.
And the 4. Okay, gotcha. So, and then the other one with the dagger. You're mine, he says in common, and misses. Okay.
I have to do better than that.
I know. So you had 2 on you, right? And the one that you came in and attacked, he has a scimitar. He has a dagger that he pulls out as well. And this is you. What's your AC?
14.
14. Yeah. He misses. And then Morik turns to you.
Okay, how many kobolds we have here?
You still have 5 standing, or
5.
5 standing. 5 that you can see. You know, one of them's an illusion.
Right. So that's, so one of the 5 is an illusion.
Yep.
So those 4 that are, I'm pretty sure are real. 2 of them are on Selwyn, and
One on Dylan.
one's on Dylan. What's the other one doing? Fighting me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll just keep fighting that one.
Yeah. What's your AC?
My AC is 18 with my shield.
With your shield. Okay. No, he barely misses. Like he hits up against your shield.
Right.
You got really close.
Okay.
So then the illusion comes at you and like lunges. You all watch this. And that kobold disappears.
Well, that's the magic trick.
That's
Did you
handy.
see that, Maury?
So Morik, it's your turn.
All right, I will go ahead and swing at the one that just hit me is real though, right?
Yep,
The one
sure
that's
is.
on my shield. Okay. All right, that is going to be a 15.
15's gonna do it.
All right, so one-handed battle axe.
Coming down hard on these kobolds. Battle axe.
7, wait, I get to use
Did you say 7?
Well, savage attacker though, hang
You don't need to keep it.
on. Okay.
You don't need to.
Okay, all right, 7.
Not to mention they're just kobolds.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fan of overkill.
Yeah, well, trust
He did
me.
things right.
Yeah, well, trust me, you got some overkill there, buddy. You got a lot of overkill. So how's that kobold gonna go down, Morik?
Well, I'm just bringing the battle axe is just going to cleave his skull.
No, Robert. I guess we'll call this one kobolds. All right, very good. All right, so Alice, there's been a whole lot going on. It just got crazy. You all were picking up sticks like you were supposed to, and you just watched like
We're doing our job.
You were doing your job, and Alice was on you.
Alice always hates being interrupted during a task. So she's a little bit annoyed, but she kind of wipes her hands off on her apron, and then she points at one of the kobolds, just hit Selwyn. cast fire.
Firebolt. Awesome. So yeah, it's going to be your attack. Yeah.
That's a 20 on the die, so 24.
Is that a nat 20?
That's not 20.
Nice.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yes.
All right, double that damage up.
That's not hard.
So,
Do not ever interrupt Alice.
Ever, I'll let you choose what's going to tell me beforehand. You may either double the dice roll or roll 2 dice whenever you all get criticals. So it's your choice.
I'll double. All right, so we're here. This says an 8, so 16.
Oh, nice.
Immolated. just goes to just disappears. I'm not even going to let you describe it because he just goes up and now he's just a little pile of ashes.
Alice, do you know magic too?
Yeah, no.
Yes, very well. That's my outdoor skill.
Yeah, I don't. Just fried, flash fried even, just gone. Cold.
What is that burning smell?
You know,
Smells like burnt dog.
no,
Don't interrupt
I
Alice's
knew it
work.
hurt.
The lessons he learns here.
Dylan, you're
So the ugly one's still alive, correct?
the ugly one's still alive. Yeah,
Ouch.
hurt badly. Yeah, hurt badly.
I thought I was supposed to do vicious mockery.
He got uglier in the first injury, so I'm gonna put him to rest. I rolled a 20 total.
20. Okay, absolutely, that's a hit.
And with the scimitar again, 9 damage.
Yeah. So did I mention they don't have a lot of hit points? Right. Okay. So yeah, with the scimitar, you just slice, and he is definitely far uglier than he was before. So no more kobold. Only 2 standing. Well, actually, one that you all see. Last but definitely not least, Brody.
Is anybody still alive at this point?
There is one on Selwyn still,
Okay.
and you all saw the one disappear.
I don't know. I think Alice can handle this.
Your help is always appreciated.
Okay, I'm gonna add insult to injury here and do vicious mockery at the end because I mean all the hard work's been done at this point. So let's see. So I need to roll d20.
Yep. No, you're casting vicious mockery, right?
Vicious mockery.
Yeah, no, that's just a
Okay, so
wisdom
that's just
save on
damage
there.
then.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't actually have to worry. I gotta roll my.
Okay, let me get my generator here as I roll my dice.
Tell me what you say. I gotta know before I roll the save.
You're so dumb and invalid, you would give you indigestion.
That's some deep lore.
That is deep.
So the kobold's like, what? He actually made a save, so he kind of looks at you like, I don't even understand what you're trying to insult him with. And he doesn't get it, so it actually doesn't bother him. Like, it's like your mama joke that no one gets. Like, well, what are you talking about? So yeah, he kind of looks at you funny.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's something else. All right, back up to the top, Selwyn. There is still one on you.
All right, since
He looks confused because of that.
I
since
distracted
there's one
him.
kind of a whip poof up in front of me, can I use that as a distraction to just disengage?
Sure.
hide?
Yeah, I'll let you have, I'll call that just a regular stealth roll. Yeah, even.
All right. 18 plus stealth of 7, so 25. Wow.
Okay, wow. All right, so another ninja move.
Shadow.
Just ninja disappear. He just disappears. So the kobold was looking at you strangely, like turns around and Selwyn runs off. He's looking around. He's confused. He's legitimately confused. And he has this weird look on his face like he's kind of happy, like that was something else. Like he's like, getting it. You know, like, wow, that's cool. Okay, so the one that you confused kind of turns to you, Dylan, and goes, he's looking around. Surrender, he says, but he's pretty clearly outclassed here.
No.
He takes and he throws his dagger, and as he does, what happens is like little sparks come up out of it. So give me a dexterity save at advantage.
Well, I rolled 19 on the first one.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take that one.
Sure. Yeah. Doesn't even matter what the other one is. So it was trying to distract you as well, right? But it did not work very well. So and that dagger, you notice, is a whole lot nicer than the other they were holding. So all of a sudden, as well in front of you, Morag, 2 kobolds appear out of nowhere. Yeah, it's your turn.
Can I roll perception to see if they're?
You don't have to. They literally just appeared out of
Oh,
nowhere. They look the
they
same.
literally blinked in.
They literally blinked into existence.
I'm still looking around for who's casting this stuff.
That'll take a perception check.
Are you letting anybody else know this?
No, what?
Okay.
That they're at least, that they're.
Yeah, are you just like thinking this quietly?
I'm just looking around. Well, I'll say, when we got there, I'll say again, someone has to be casting the spell. Okay. And I crit.
Okay, that 20. Yeah, so there is one little kobold left, and he's in the tree, and he's like hiding.
That one right there! In the tree.
No.
All right. I have how far is it?
It's going to take you the rest of your action to get
To
there.
get there?
Yeah. But you'll be at the base of the tree.
Why don't I have I have a spear.
I'll let you throw it.
So I'm gonna switch to my spear,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna throw the spear at him.
Absolutely. Make that roll.
All right. That's gonna be 16.
Okay, yeah, even with this cover, your spear flies true, right up to the tree. Go ahead and do that damage.
7 points of damage.
7.
Nice.
And he falls out. And the 2 kobolds just disappear. They disappear. Fantastic. Leaving just 1 in front of Selwyn. So this is almost over. So Alice.
Come on, Alice.
Well, there is one standing. He just realized he's the last one standing. He's got a sling he's pulling out.
Alice is gonna come in with another firebolt. Like still, her brow is furrowed. She's just like, "How dare you interrupt our?
How dare they?
You know, our
The audacity.
absolutely." Yes. So that'll be 16 to hit.
Yeah. Go ahead. And make damage. How much? 8.
Alice is so cool.
Alice truly is really, really cool.
Alice is so cool.
So, Morik, you go to retrieve your spear.
Yeah.
Well, this last kobold runs and basically like runs to the water, but it's not enough. And Alice, you watch as the kobold tries to get in the water. This is not enough. Just kind of floats there, smoking. And you get to retrieve your spear.
But I want to check the course of the skewered one because you've got some special on it.
Well, he actually has what appears to be some sort of wand.
Oh,
Some
nice.
sort of wand.
Nice.
And that particular wand, yeah, it's what it looks like. You look around and almost immediately, kind of buried underneath some leaves, you see like something moving around.
Let's go check it out. Something under the leaves.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's investigate that.
Sure.
What's going on?
I'll go with you. Since I'm kind of closer to you, I guess.
Whoever has the best investigation, just give me an advantage.
I do not. That's intelligence based.
With
That's
advantage.
not me.
Yeah, with advantage.
Intelligence -1.
Just
I guess
figure it out.
me then.
You figure it out. What's in the already? So go ahead, just someone give it to me.
I don't know.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
With advantage. With advantage. Okay. All right, that's going to be a 9 and a 14.
Okay, 14's enough. You kind of clear a couple of the leaves off and you see somebody's foot, it's moving. And you begin to clear a little, yeah, someone's foot, you kind of clear it off some more, it's connected to a leg, and the leg's connected to a body, and you keep clearing it off. And it's,
Somebody else.
No, I didn't do it. No.
it's
Okay, that's
actually the guy that you all saw with the cast illusion of, and he's tied up and they buried him basically, like gave him just a little bit of a breathing hole, and just like left him there. He's pretty clearly been beaten up, but here he is, and you know, it's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get him out of there and take the gag off of him, and I'm gonna get my water skin, give him some water, and
And I'll
thank you.
cut the ties on them.
Thank you so much. I am Marlet. Wonderful.
Feast of the Dragon Tail.
Ah, I'm not too late, am I?
Oh, no, no.
Oh, good. Well, did you happen to find a dagger and a wand? Did you?
Well, I did find a one. Right here.
Oh,
I hand it over to him.
Okay, just, oh,
It depends. Are you not a magician?
I am a magician. He says.
Well, here's your dagger.
Thank you. He says, this, however, it's the very least I can offer. Here, you can have the dagger. When you flick it upon the ground, it casts out the prestidigitation, small tricks, if you will. So by all means, thank you all for saving me. I'll get a little gold for you as well. He hands out 10 gold, so 2 gold pieces each of you.
For not doing much of anything, I appreciate you.
I heard some nasty insults.
Hey, I'm really good at insulting.
Something about an elephant. I didn't understand it very well, but it sounded nasty.
You should be very careful with travel.
Oh, I will. Absolutely.
Consider hiring an escort or a biker, someone that can travel with you.
If I make enough money from this festival, maybe I should. Yes. All right. So, what we will do?
Get back to it.
Alice has been picking up
Alice,
wood.
you know what?
She's got this thing nearly half full.
Yeah.
We're not going to disturb Alice. We're not going to look at her way. She is on a mission. I am supporting you.
So while they're all saying hello to Marlin,
Yeah.
someone wants to kind of case the wagon, just kind of see what's going on, see what he's got. Not going to take anything, just want to see what he's got.
Yeah. Most of his personal belongings, it seemed like he had his wealth on him. They hadn't picked through his stuff so much as they seemed to be just enamored with, and he even describes it to you all as more cleaned up, how they were just enamored with not only the dagger, but also that wand as well. So that wand allows him to cast illusions, but of course he can do it himself as well. He shows off a little bit of his own ability. To enhance the festival that's coming the following day. So, all right, Alice, you've done an amazing job. You've loaded it all up. Everybody, just
Thank you, Alice.
And he's like, please, if you all don't mind, if we could perhaps use your cart and your donkey to help pull this, and let's get this out of here. It's kind of stuck in the mud, and his horses are equally stubborn. So you all pull his stuff out, and you all head back into town, right?
We're going with him back into town. Right?
Yeah.
We're escorting back into town, just so nothing else happens on the way.
Absolutely. So Bertram, he's waiting as he sees you all come back into town, and that's occupied the better part of the morning. So he has a little bit of lunch ready for you. Roll D4, get yourself back to the hit points.
I was about to say, it looks a little rough over there.
Yeah.
Bandage myself.
Give you a pat on the back, some nice words.
Yeah, this is DM being all nice too. There you go. So give yourself
Yeah, I
back 3
think
hit points.
healer's kit going is to stabilize somebody.
That's only if they're dying.
So no Band-Aids.
No.
But it will.
But it's such a good sandwich. So good.
It's that Kentucky cheese that's on that
Oh,
sandwich.
And cheese is really what's doing it. Yeah.
I believe
The
it.
butter on the bread. Yeah.
I swear by the butter.
Yeah. Plenty of butter cheese.
Now, is it what type of cheese though?
We've got all the cheese. What type do you want?
I'd like to point out for Adam's benefit that we missed a sponsor here with the Gettings Farm cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Got Milk campaign's restarting, I think,
I know.
with this telethon. Yeah.
Very good.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
No. Ba-dum-bum.
The pun is strong here.
Yeah, look, educators are good. Get some fun.
Magic dagger, we have our Tessa to sell
Sure.
just because. Selwyn, here, take this. Now you can disappear and create sparks.
Nice, thanks, buddy.
Anyway,
It launches it.
Be careful. These guys are small. It'll act as a normal dagger, but at any point, just like a normal cantrip, all you have to do is basically just bang against something in your hands, and it'll cast prestidigitation for you. Keep in mind, as a cantrip, that's not a terribly powerful spell, but you can do fun little tricks with it. Right? So, all right, fantastic. So Bertram loves the pile that you got. Alice eternally grateful because he definitely heard that you were concentrating on it. And he says, sure. Word came back from Trillian, the Argus Trillian hunter, that there is a wild boar nearby. So time is of the essence. Says, travel north, keep an eye out. Argus will be along the road waiting for you. That's correct. But capture that boar, bring it back. I'll need it soon. So time, bring it back no later than dinner. He says, because I have to get it on this fire. He starts to take the fire off, so you have to leave the car because they got to pull off on it. So I'll get it back to the farm. He says.
Did you get the delivery?
Yes. There's way more cars and cheese and milk. It's all sitting in the back. It's like overflowing now. It's good. We're gonna choke on it. It's too much cheese.
We just take them as rations, just to try to feel it.
Just a little cheese.
Hold it. Use it as a weapon.
I kind of say, like a little nervously, I'm like, Alice, do you want to take the lead on this? Or maybe.
Well, of course.
Yep.
We're heading north. We're heading north.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Dylan,
Time is of the essence.
does Dylan have a good survival skill? He's a ranger, right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Give me a survival check. Actually, before you do that, as you're heading north, I need everybody to give me a perception check. Keeping an eye to the skies.
Oh, no.
Come on. Actually, you good. You good. Do good. What?
Oh.
Nothing. What we got?
This is so fun,
17.
guys.
18.
Perception.
This is the best. It's so fun.
You're having a great time.
It's the cheese, man.
With a +4, I have 6.
6. Okay, fantastic. So it seems that Morik and Alice, you all are enjoying the day. It's warming up just a bit, just to make it just the perfect spring day. And both of you happen to look up at the same time, and you see flying overhead the silhouette of something as wings, rather large wings even, kind of flies overhead, and it's heading north. And you're not sure, but it could look like a dragon. Or
That's
Or
definitely not
a
a
flying
flying
squirrel.
squirrel.
I don't think that's a flying squirrel, Alice. I don't think that's a flying
Guys,
squirrel.
look at these flowers. They're all budding. It's so beautiful.
Did you not see that? Are you serious?
See what?
What did you're just.
I was looking at the flowers in spring.
This is not the time for flowers. We have
There's
worse to
always
do.
time for flowers.
It is.
Oh.
I just see a brave man and Morgan disagreeing with Alice.
you might not want to disagree with Alice.
Don't disagree with Alice.
Don't disagree.
I'm sorry, Alice. I'll look up.
You will be immolated immediately. Okay, so
She's got like a small.
I'll pay attention.
Well,
Do what she said.
okay, all right.
So, as the dragon gets closer, you realize there's a depth perception issue because it looked large. You thought it was so far away. And then the dragon seems to get closer and closer, but doesn't increase in size. And as it gets close and closer still, you realize it's a fairy dragon. Purpley with some purple hair, little fairy wings. Hello! I'm Febo, the fairy dragon. I heard that you're on a quest. Well, it's possible that if the right people are watching out for you, I might be able to bestow a small boon upon your party, or at least one of you, should the right gold pieces fall out of the sky. I'll be watching, and if it happens, I'll make sure that a gift is bestowed upon one of your players. Now, if $25 is donated to a player, from this point forward, the first donation of $25 in a specific player's name will gain them a boon that will show up in the game. I'll be watching, and I'll make a nice little cough noise and clear my throat and jump in really quick as soon as I see a $25 donation in one of your names. But meanwhile, continue questing, friends. Continue.
Claire's way.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, I can't do your voice merely as well. Like I said, I've only got like 5 votes.
That's a fairy dragon.
Those are good eating.
Let's go after the rest. Making some extra meat this time.
I think he asked for a board, not a dragon. Alice,
Perfectly
stay
out
on.
to get bored,
Yes.
not a fairy dragon. That is the meal. It's very
We don't want to upset Alice.
Yes. We have the ingredient list right here. Oh, shucks.
So, Dylan, what was the survival check again? 10. Okay, so you are having a difficult time finding these tracks. Fortunately, Argus Trillion kind of comes out of the forest, like basically comes out in front of you all, probably about 100 yards up. And Argus is kind of a grizzled old man, human, and he kind of steps up. Well, I heard you all were looking for the boar.
Yes,
Yes.
Argus.
Hi,
I need some help today too, because I can't find these tracks.
I didn't see a dragon in the sky.
Wait, did you all run across OVEF?
What kind of track?
Oh, Fevo.
Fevo, the fairy dragon. Yes.
Fevo, the fairy dragon, right?
Yes, the fairy dragon.
When he rolled, I also rolled a survival, right? Yeah. 17, did that help him out?
It does, in fact.
You
And
mean these tracks?
yeah, Argus goes, I don't know you too well. He says, that's good. That's exactly what I was going to point at. Now, this is, of course, this is your all's thing, he says. I'm a little insulted that Bertram wouldn't have asked me, but okay. But those are the tracks you need to follow there, Dylan, with your new friend here. Make sure that you sell it. Pleasure to meet you, Selwyn. And he says, no, that's where you.
Well, Alice, do we have permission to go?
Argus, have you hunted wild animals?
Of course.
Any advice?
Well, you don't want to get in front of them.
And suddenly, with a flap of wings that you can hear but you can't see, a boon has been bestowed. And I'm going to bestow this on, thanks to Lynn Tidwell, a gift for Jamie Gibbs of $25. Yay! DM, what does that mean? What do you have behind the curtain?
You are going to get 3 rolls of advantage at your leisure. So just mark down 3, and you let me know that you're using one of those gifts when I call for it. You have to use them within the next hour.
Hold on, let me bring down the time.
I got it, don't worry.
Okay.
So Fevo has given you luck.
Thank you, Fevo, the fairy dragon that I didn't notice before.
Fevo, Fevo, tomato, tomato.
Fevo,
Yes.
Fevo.
Fevo. We'll get it right one of these days.
Thank you.
Sprinkles fairy dragon dust all over you. I feel magical.
Yes.
It's like glitter.
All of my dreams have come true in one moment.
It's like glitter. It's just
Fairy, dragon, and gifts.
all right. So you won't have the tracks, and Argus is a little frustrated, but it's clear that he is just there to help to carry on the tradition. Says, just be careful. Like I said, don't get in front of these things. Otherwise, they're gonna maul you. They're gonna do what boars do. And make sure that you're careful. We want you to enjoy this feast. So, maybe if your friend knows how to build a trap,
Yeah.
maybe depends on what you want to do. So, but he leaves you all and takes off down the road. So that leaves me asking where and what do you want to do. Lunch is upon you all, so it's high noon. Right, and you don't have a terribly large amount of time to get this done, and to make sure that you all get back to town before dinner to make sure that you deliver the boar on time.
Don't remind Alice.
Yeah, whatever I do, right?
Before we
You
start,
cannot cook it ahead of time. It's really important.
Alice goes look at Dylan and just like, be very careful this time and let's not run off towards any distractions.
There you go.
And if something flickers, tell us again.
Now,
Well,
Now I know what flickering is.
I've heard that if you hunt the boar, you shoot him with the arrows, and then you hold a spear like so, and it'll run up on the spear. I've heard.
Ooh.
Well,
That's attractive.
I'll do that if you want to shoot it.
You be in front of it.
I'll do it. I've got this. What's this armor? Shoot.
sell it if you could build a trap in case and you stand there. I do know animals. I could try my wild boar call and try to call it toward us.
Okay. I got one. Wild boar call. Okay, so that's how we're gonna bait him in, is we're doing a wild boar.
I can only do vicious mockery.
That's what it's at. Vicious mockery.
I can
Mop the board.
I can mock the board for you.
Boars like cheese? Do you have any cheese to put in the trap?
Boar's like everything.
I do have some cheese we can put in there.
You have plenty of cheese. I'm gonna make that, you just
We
always have
we
cheese.
always have cheese.
You're practically made of cheese.
So are we gonna track it, like go down the track and set the trap up, or how are we gonna do this?
So what if we work together? Would that give us an advantage on a roll if we were trying to build a trap together?
Absolutely. Whoever has the highest, whoever has the highest, but I need you to describe the trap to me, that's what's important. So whoever has the highest will then roll, and then we will figure it out from there.
So, I don't know about trapping any piggies.
Like a pit trap?
Pit
Right,
trap.
and then I can stand on the other side, you know, and they'll come at me.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, let's try it.
Digging a pit trap will allow some other folks to help, because you all have to dig the trap, so.
I can help with digging.
All right. All right, so give me the advantage on the roll. You do have advantage.
Advantage.
It's all working
Yeah,
together.
good.
Woo! Dodge
Shoot
that
on
one.
that one.
Dodge that one. So, yeah.
10 plus 4 is 14.
14, okay, yeah. So you definitely picked out a really good spot. You see its tracks have moved over it, so you know enough about boars to know that they might come back around, especially if you have a boar call ready to go. So you two can roll on athletics for me. So we'll use one of those advantages.
Yes, I do.
Aha, there we go.
One.
Yep. So
So
you roll
I
it,
just
roll
roll
the
both of
advantage,
those.
yep. Absolutely, take the highest.
19.
There it is, yeah. So over here, we got Morag and Bruni, and they're digging the hole as fast as they can, and you all are watching, Alice, you're watching out, all right? And they got the hole done, and you've covered it up pretty expertly. All right, give me your Telethon, please.
Thank you. You know, I
Animal
borrowed
handling
arms.
roll on that. Give me an animal handling roll.
Well,
If it's really good, I'll give you advantage. You gotta play it out.
hey, Picky, I got some grub. And I got a wonderful phrase, Hakuna Matata.
That's right, take advantage.
I got
21.
21, perfect. So this boar comes out of nowhere, has a kind of cartoonish look about it.
Oh, you gotta make it look cute.
Oh, no, it can't be cute.
Okay, never mind. He's covered in pus. And gold.
Yeah.
Now I don't wanna eat it.
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke.
Okay. It runs, and it's running directly towards the pit trap. As it gets to the pit trap, it actually falls in, and you see it, and it lands pretty rough. So what I'll allow is each of you all then to take, in turn, some sort of attack against it, or whatever else you may want to do. Let's start on the left with you two, since you're closest to the pit.
Okay.
So Morag, you go first.
All right, I'll just, if it's in there, I'll use my spear.
Yep.
Spear.
Absolutely.
Just a regular, no advantage or anything.
Yeah, no advantage, because it is trying to dig its way out.
Oh, right. Okay,
It's basically giving you all one attack before it gets out.
Right, 23.
23 hits.
I'm going to use my dagger.
Let's get it, let me get the
Oh.
damage real quick
All
first.
right, it's gonna be 7 points.
7, okay. All right, absolutely. Yep. So you all are whittling it down. Go ahead.
All right, dagger to shank.
Yep.
That's a 6.
No.
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 Way down there. Oh,
I can't reach.
It's not really trying. It's never
I
trying.
dug the hole too deep.
Brody's like,
you should milk it.
I go to swipe at it with my scimitar, and I say, it means no worries for the rest of your days, which won't be much longer for you, buddy. 7.
7. No. Okay. So you're crowding around this, and you're trying to, and it's. I can't do boars very well. Just pretend it's making boar-like sounds.
Sad words.
Yeah, sad boar sounds, and it's really ugly. It's not cute.
They don't have 4 on
Right, they don't actually, yeah, there's no four on the. All right, Selwyn.
Just
Right,
orange.
would I get an advantage since I have people around it?
Yeah, no,
Is a sneak? Would I get sneak attack?
yes, 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 you will, yes. In fact, I'll give it to you.
Minus hidden. 22.
Yes, absolutely. So add that sneak attack damage, absolutely.
Where did I get a damage plus? Oh, thank you. Alright, so 5 plus 1 is. I don't add the strength to the sneak attack.
But you do, yeah. Yeah, not to the sneak attack, just to the total.
So 6.
6, okay, yeah, absolutely. All right, last but not least. Remember, you can't cook it ahead of time.
Yeah, I know that's tough work.
Come on, Alice.
Alice is gonna go for a magic missile here. So
Okay, all right, that'll work, that'll work.
It's gonna explode.
Just try to keep it down in there, you know, you can't get out. Yeah. Stay down.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so,
Just roll the damage.
yeah, that's it. So 3 plus 2 plus 2, so 5, 7, and 10.
Most competent sorcerer ever. All right, so yeah, Alice, you watch them all, they're trying to do their thing, and you just, and the board just goes, and it just lays there and it's
Thank you,
finished
Alice.
and ready to go.
You're the best. We love you, Alice.
Finished and ready to go.
Like, Alice doesn't show it, but there's this deep feeling of satisfaction.
Yeah.
I will show you that I'm competent.
Absolutely be satisfying. So you all, I need 2 of you to help pull it out. Give me one strength check, and basically like to pull it back. So, you got it? Got it?
Let's say I'm 0 strength.
Absolutely. So take advantage. No, you want to just take advantage because someone's helping.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I got a 19.
Okay, that'll be enough. Yeah. You and the halfling of all people are pulling this out. So the 2 shortest people here are the ones like pulling this
Lift
out.
with your knees, not with your back. Lift with your knees,
Plenty of
not with
help
your back.
here.
Lifting all that cheese, get you.
You said
That's
inspiration.
what I
Yeah.
I'm just giving inspiration. It's what I
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. You all haul it back, and Bertram is waiting outside, and he is he's beyond the moon. He sees it. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, wonderful. Just in time, too, he says. Just in time. Please bring it inside. Bring it inside. And he's got a couple shoe shots ready to go, to help him out to skin it and get it all prepared. He says, oh, thank you so much. That was absolutely wonderful. He says, so you have your choice. You may either stop and rest up before you head out tomorrow, or if you'd like, you may continue on. It seems that the Druids, Zanya Truffle's place, is not too far, and you may be able to get there before evening comes. But if you do, please make sure you take some of these cheese sandwiches with you
I swear
to
by
eat
that
for dinner.
cheese.
Yeah, it's good cheese. It's just
good.
a lot. So,
I'm gonna look at the party and see like how's everyone looking?
down 3. Just down 3.
Down 4.
I feel great.
Great. I'm in great shape.
It's up to you all. But what we have here, a little out of game, is we have a natural break point. If we decide that this would be a good time to go ahead and stop. And so you all can pick this up early in the morning. That will give you a long rest so everybody can get their spell back, especially the magic missile, and will be healed up for the final 2 ingredients. Final 2 ingredients.
So if we don't take this, we'll still have a chance for another long rest later.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Regardless, we're probably still gonna.
Yeah, I didn't say
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah, we're still gonna do that. So.
So we press on? Or do we want to rest?
Whatever Alice wants.
Alice would definitely want to press on.
I'm with Alice on that.
Whatever Alice
Just for
wants.
this up,
Yes, Alice.
Alice is girl bossing in the world.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not gonna make Alice mad ever.
Okay. All right.
Ever.
You all press on, but what we'll do is we'll take a break here, just for a little bit. We'll say about 5 minutes out.
5 to 10, yes.
A 5-minute break, so everybody can go ahead and do what they need to do. And then we will jump back in, and you all will head to the hut of Zanya Truffles. coming close to evening. which is kind of out of the way to the east. Even though it may be dark by the time you all get there, right? Now, what you do know about her is that she's kind of the local expert on all things, weird, eccentric, especially as it concerns the herbs and the spices, right? So she is going to be your source of truth for exactly what it is that Bertram's looking for, okay? So you all take off. The direction that you head in the east actually puts you towards some hot springs. So the trees themselves become kind of gnarled, and there's a strong scent of sulfur in the air, and it gets a little swampy. The path that you're holding on keeps you from getting wet, from like landing in the bog or just be there. But there's as you go through, as it's getting darker, there are some phosphorescent mushrooms kind of hanging around on the side. So there's a weird sort of purple green glow.
Don't lick that.
Yeah, you don't want to lay it. Trust me.
Brody, don't get distracted.
Don't lay it. Who wants to be in the front? Who's in the front?
Alice got dark visions, and she's kind of, line leader style.
And you're definitely being the boss baby here. So.
Yeah.
And I can take the back since I also have dark vision, but I'm terrible at paying attention, so.
I mean, how good it will be, we don't know.
Greater than you two in the middle.
I have 120 feet of dark vision, so.
Good.
I still hold my hand because I get a little scared.
Yeah, I've only got 60 feet of dark vision and terrible ADHD.
Got it.
I should have just put ADHD.
Yeah,
Go back.
take the little dagger out and make a first decision. A little candle flame on the end of the dagger.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Little candles didn't do it too much, but I mean, and it is more like a concert playing.
Did somebody say concert?
No.
Oh.
All right. So it's getting dark. Yes. Yeah, it's already getting dark. So the trees are starting to cover it up, and it's much darker under the tree cover. You approach her house, and Alice, you're the first to see it. Something's pretty clearly wrong. The door is open, and it looks like you can see some candles inside, but this is not how it should look.
I'll turn to everyone and say something is amiss here. We should be careful.
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 Yes.
You eat your cheese sandwich. I just assumed you're doing that.
Are those the special cheese?
They are not.
Oh, special.
No, we only got one special. That was it. No. So, all right, who's going first? What are we doing?
You want me to check it out, or?
Check it out.
Okay, I'll go in. I can take more hits. So,
Yeah.
so I will go up to the door
Yep.
and just kind of push the door with my shield and axe out and look inside and see what's going on.
Absolutely. So it's ransacked. Like there's stuff all over the ground. So you can see some of the herbs jars have been shattered, and some of the herbs are out on the ground. Not everything though. A lot of it. There's actually you can hear tea kettle. It looks very, very hot. Like it's been sitting there far too long. There's barely any steam coming out of it, but it looks red hot.
So the tea's ruined. Got it.
Tea is ruined. Absolutely. And there is a couple crude iron nails that have been sort of driven into the wooden table.
Nails.
Yeah. Give me a history check, especially you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Any other? I got it. Alice, you're next behind, so I wasn't paying attention. 20. You immediately recognize those nails. Those are the sides of hobgoblins. Like they came in here and like marked the place and may have actually used those to like hold someone down to interrogate. So it's pretty dangerous. Yeah. Hobgoblins are nice.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if you're aware of that.
Hobgoblins.
Yes. Yeah.
Hobgoblins.
That's why I do my nails at home.
Well, I'm glad we came tonight. We would have put far off track if we'd come.
Yeah.
While they're checking out the inside, I'm going to, I'm going to stealth around the outside.
Yeah.
And see if I can, spot anything out of the ordinary. Or,
Absolutely.
sort of type things. Don't want to be surprised again.
Yeah. You go ahead and give it to me. don't know if you're aware of that, but you're basically.
Where'd he go?
I know, like you all are constantly losing this guy Selwyn. He's just where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
You look around and it is abundantly clear that she's been taken off. You see at least 3 prints that are heading off down kind of the hill into a ravine. And you see at the back of the house as you're kind of following those tracks, very, very, very distantly, you can see just the flicker of a campfire that's been started in that direction.
What direction is that?
It's going to continue, let's say, east.
I'm coming back and tell the party.
Yeah. So if Selwyn comes back, you all are still looking around.
Yeah, while he was gone, I want to look around to see if we find any more clues.
And I would like to join him.
Yeah, you need
My-
investigation checks, yeah.
Your investigation better than mine, right? No. Is it -1?
It's -1.
Minus, okay. So I have.
It's that ADHD, man.
You gonna do it?
6.
Brody's like, no. Yeah.
You could use
It's
one.
messy.
You could use one.
You could use one of your advantages.
No, not for that. Not for
Okay.
just that.
I'm helping. As I'm helping, right? Give her.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll one more.
Roll again.
You are getting some assistance, absolutely. So it's worse.
It's 7.
No, it's 7.
A little better.
One better.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're just.
Man, it's really messy. It's so messy.
Brody's just poking around when you walk back in, Selwyn, and Dylan, you notice immediately that everything liquid has been broken, right? Everything liquid has been broken. But there's very clearly some spots, but you can piece together that, she may have had like 12 or 13, but only about, 7 or 8 are actually on the floor. They've all been removed. Does that make sense? Like she would have a potion rack, you all have been here before, it's usually full. It's almost always sitting there. It's, there's always some liquid waiting up there. But what you account for on the ground does not match what would fit in that rack.
Well, Alice, I'm counting, and it looks like some of these potions or whatever these were are missing. Selwyn said there was a campfire down. Do you want the 2 of us to sneak down there and scout it out?
We should probably stick together.
I agree with Alice.
Whatever Alice says.
Alice.
Before we go,
That's
did you say
Alice.
there's, she keeps potions here?
She does have potions, and she usually has herbs and.
Well, can we take a look at the potion rack to see
What was
what
there?
potions are there now?
Do you
Or
guys-
they're all gone?
They're gone.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all gone.
I was about to
That's
say,
the
we're not
point.
gonna trust random potions from a random shelf that are randomly labeled that we're not certain of. That does not sound like that is gonna meet safety standards.
Where's the fun in
I
that?
agree with you, sir.
Just gonna say, I don't want anybody to turn into a llama. I just don't trust this.
Got it.
Sounds like a party to me.
All right. So going as a team then? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
whatever Alice wants.
You but we should send Selwyn first, sneaky, right? And
Yeah,
we'll
Selwyn's
follow
gonna
behind.
check it
The
out.
2 of us to scout.
Yeah, we'll-
As we go down.
We'll give you some room. We'll let you go down there all the way.
And then just stealth rolls for the 2 of you. The rest of you all are far enough back that
Okay.
they don't mess up.
Alice,
You should put your light out.
I rolled this up.
Oh, okay. 13. Just 13 total. All right. You know what? Maybe Dylan's like holding back a little bit, right?
maybe you should put that light out on that candle there real quick.
Maybe we should try to get sneaking around over here.
Sorry. You all get close and you notice that a couple of hobgoblins have set up. Okay. And they have actually, you see Zanya down there and she's tied up as well. But one of them actually is looking and he's got a vial of something, like a vial of something of hers. He's kind of looking at it. And he's saying in hobgoblin, because that's what hobgoblin sounds like. That's undual.
Do they speak Goblinoid? Do they speak Goblinoid?
They do speak goblin.
I speak Goblinoid.
Nice.
Well, you're not close enough. They're
Um,
So, but looking at
You
just.
did pay attention to history, but you did pay attention to goblins.
I did.
Good. So, what do you 2 want to do? You're not sure they've seen you all yet?
Selwyn, I don't think I'm doing a good job tonight. I'll go back and tell the others. Do you want to watch here? Or do you want to go back together?
maybe I'll just go back with you. I'm not feeling real great. Yeah, they get me, I'm gone.
So I guess we walk back up and kind of relay what you said.
So
How's it? They had Miss Truffles down there tied up, and one of the goblins was looking at some type of potion, and I don't really know what he was saying. He just sounded like one of those aliens that want a pod race. And
Pod race.
Like a chariot race.
Yeah, you get these big giant pea pods.
Oh, that makes
Go to the
sense,
top
yeah.
left third hill. Write it down.
so what?
How many hobgoblins? Again, 3.
3.
3 middle.
Yep. So you all are in her hut and or around it anyway, and there are 3 hobgoblins down there that you all saw.
Well, we can't leave her down there on our own, so.
We could, but that would be nice.
Well, also, it's part of our quest, so we have to do
That's right, Alice.
Yes.
Anything you want.
this. We gotta stick to the list. And this is item number 3. It must be
Number
complete.
3. That's right.
So maybe Selwyn can sneak up, go around, flank them on the other side, and we'll come down the hill. Sound like a plan?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Someone, do you want to use
Rushing
the-
in. Okay.
Well,
want to use the
he's
magic
being
to
staged, we're coming straight down, well, you wanna, I mean, Bill needs to sneak too.
Well, I know I don't use this very often, but I can't do this many times a day. I could do an image and distract them. Or I could do a thunder wave and kind of crash them. But again, I can't do it very often.
We have a dagger, prestidigitation too.
Oh, that would work. That would be great. We could always distract.
2 distractions, 2 different spots.
And I could
We
always
have
mock
big,
them.
big guns going
You
in.
can inspire
Oh, I would love to inspire you all.
I can't wait to see what that is.
That's the concert.
I know, right? That is the concert.
So we're gonna have a concert before we set out.
Well, duh.
I love it.
Done.
Kumbaya, Billy, kumbaya.
All right, disadvantage for everybody.
The wood elf is actually very into Kumbaya.
Okay, all right. Everybody put up the wood. Okay, so it sounds like a couple of you all are gonna make some distractions and the rest of you all are gonna pounce. Is that correct? Okay, so raise your hand if you're distractions. I heard 1.
I'm very distracting.
2.
Okay.
2. Okay, perfect.
He's going to distract.
Distract. Got it.
Okay, who has inspired, who's getting inspired?
Yeah. Go ahead and grant the inspiration.
Trying to double check.
I was just
So
checking, how big is the fire? Is it big enough to work prestidigitation?
only one of
D6, one of the small.
Is there one campfire that can be taken out?
Yeah, I'll allow it. You can lower it
I'm
with
trying to figure out.
prestidigitation.
Well,
You got to be within closer range. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So you'll be closer.
Well, Alice is
You got to be
definitely.
within 30 feet.
Only she's rolling now. Is Alice gonna be rolling dice for attacks, you think, or are you gonna, as far as the spells?
Eventually, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Alice can use it.
Okay.
Yes.
Kumbaya, Billy, kumbaya.
So the inspiration, what that gives you mechanically is you're going to get a D6 on a roll of your one roll or ability check of your choice. Okay, so you'll just roll the D20, then add the D6 roll to that.
Got it, okay.
To determine whether or not you were successful. Okay. All right. So let's do my distractions first. So you all are poised and ready to go. All right. I'm going to start over here with Brody. How are you distracting them?
I am going to do the silent image.
Mhm.
And I'm going to, it's a hobgoblin, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to make a rather sultry hobgoblin. I'm trying to use correct language here, sultry hobgoblin.
Yeah.
And it's like in a 15-foot cube, correct?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
So she's going to be trying to lure them. And I know she's silent, but she's doing a great job.
She maybe. What's your
Maybe.
say? What's your save on it? Let's find out.
I'm like projecting what I really want. So that is, I'm trying to see what I need to read.
If you'll take, what I'll allow is,
It's an intelligence investigation check against your spell save.
yeah. So you'll just look at the top of your spell sheet there, over to the right. spell sheet. Yeah, you'll have a spell save on there.
Okay, 13.
13, perfect. So if you want, I'll let you use one of your special things and they'll get disadvantage on that roll. You wanna do that?
Okay.
All right.
Let me get my dice out of dice jail.
Oh, you don't have to roll, they're rolling.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
they're
roll.
rolling.
Okay.
So you're creating a sultry hobgoblin. Describe to me what the sultry hobgoblin is doing to describe them.
Oh, like she's silent.
Okay, right.
But she's there.
Okay, so she's doing a hobgoblin dance, and I don't know what the hobgoblins are
It's gonna be like
into.
those birds that do this.
Okay, it's like a Madonna thing, right? It's like
Yeah.
Madonna.
Remember, we're PG here.
Yes, I like the birds that like just spin and run.
Right, okay.
Or the spider peacocks, whichever you prefer.
Good.
Peacock spiders.
Absolutely. Two of them actually like. The other one's like, huh? He doesn't understand what's going on, but the two of them lock eyes and like, hey, and they're like, come over here. They start moving towards that. So the other distraction.
Well,
There is a sultry hobgoblin.
as they
moving
gather
towards-
together
Yeah.
as a plan to invoke rage among the three of them,
Mhm.
I smack the dagger to create a fart sound.
Wouldn't that just add to the love call for a hobgoblin? Like that's just her talking and singing. Like that's just her like, hey, my
Good.
name is Ruby.
These are hobgoblins after all. So, okay, you go and the third one's like, oh. He looks and he's just like, oh. He gets up and all three of them are moving towards, they're getting close to your illusion. So if they touch or interact with your illusion, you know that it's going to be dispelled.
How far are they from Sonya?
They're moving away. Now, let's say they are, they're 30 feet away. Good.
Good.
Yeah, I could do that. Just move in and grab her. And then, so Alice, you and I are we going in? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we go in, why don't we go in, grab her, and then maybe you can get her out and I'll cover the.
Yeah, he had a little vial though. He said.
He did.
Oh, that's right.
He did actually. Yeah, he
Set
set
it
it down. Yeah. You notice that there are a few others that he had as well. So he was just looking at one, but there are a total of 4 of them that he kind of laid out. And he was just looking at one now that he's moved, right? Because he's just kind of like, what is this? And then he set it down. He's not bothering with it because he has a sultry, farting hobgoblin that he's moving towards. Because
That's a phrase I never thought I would hear in my life.
Yeah, yeah. We create magic here, Adam.
Y'all want me to sneak in and untie her and get her out?
What's that?
Y'all want me to sneak in and
If you can, I don't know, if you can sneak in and do it, that'd be
and then
great.
you can
And then
watch
I'll cover.
my back?
Yeah, I'll watch your
Alright.
back. So while he's doing that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you, axe and shield out, ready to go.
You got it? All right, so roll.
You're protected if Alice is there.
Yeah.
You're fine.
21.
You've only had one stealth roll. It's the whole game. All right, so.
It's because I keep taking like all the weird ones.
Yeah, right? All right, so Ninja goes into action, you just whoosh, and you disappear, and you come up and you start to untie her, she turns around.
I'm here to help you. Shh.
Meanwhile, is she still over there?
Yeah, she's still doing
I
it.
strike the dagger.
What you do has been eaten.
The mating call of the hobgoblin. Let's canon now. Okay, so. Okay, she hushes, even though she's still giggling. And so you pull her out and she's
Took you long enough. Let's go.
as she pads through, as druids are, able to do in some certain circumstances, she's completely silent. She moves across the grass. So yeah, she just moves and she's quieter than you are even. So yeah, I know, you're like, whoa, okay, hang on. Well, I was the ninja here. So yeah, she pads on with you, and you all get back together as a group. So they have completely ignored the campfire. They're like, come on.
Yes, sticky fingers on the way up.
Sure.
Grab a few of them vials.
You can. You can grab actually all 4 of them. Yeah.
Whoa.
Grab all 4.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, don't stop. Just sitting there. Yeah, you grab them all up, you put them in your.
I finally got my concert.
You did.
Not the one I planned, but the one I earned.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh boy. All right, well done. So you bring her back up to her hut, and she's like, I don't know how long they'll be distracted, but that was wonderful. She says, maybe it'll just frustrate them. I don't know exactly what they were looking for, but they had their eyes on some of my potions, but I don't think I have what they want. So maybe they'll just turn away. So and there is, like, when you drop the illusion, you can hear audibly like, oh, no, love eludes me again. Oh. Poor Hopka.
Poor Hopka.
Poor Hopka.
So if they say that, they'll come back and get you translate. Well, you said love eludes me again.
She says, if we could just, if we come all inside and if one of you all can keep watch for the night, she says, I'm sure they'll be gone by morning. So.
We could do that or head back to town, which.
What? She looks and she's actually a little confused. She goes, what brought you to me anyway?
Oh.
Not that I'm ungrateful.
Alice?
Alice?
Yes.
The list.
We needed your help finding some herbs and wild honey for the Feast of the Dragon.
That's right. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
You probably need this soon, don't you?
Yes.
Would be fantastic.
Oh boy. So she goes over and it looked like a wall, but she like touches it and pats on it, and she like opens up a closet, and it's got everything in there. Like
Nice.
everything's ready to go. So this is not the first time. She says, I'm competent. She says, and she pulls out some herbs and she goes, yeah, I think it's time this year for this. Did you say wild honey as well?
Yes.
Okay, right. She pulls out, she goes, did any of you all happen to pick up those 4 things that they had? No?
These ones, as he's kind of taking notes on what she's doing over here in her little secret thing, and what things she's been touching and levers and everything. And oh, you mean these? Pulls them out.
Oh, yes, of course. Here, you look like you. And she pushes one back to you. It's just a healing potion. Don't get too excited. These 2 were actually honey. She pulls out 2 of them and she goes, I don't know why I didn't understand it when I said honey, but I guess it doesn't translate well to Hopka. Who knows? But she pulls it out and she says, okay, so, and she turns to you, Alice. One of 3 portions of this, which gives you a little satchel, and she says, and then 2 of these should be enough for what he's probably planning. Let me guess, this was the year of the boar? You got it. Of course. He's so predictable. So that said, it's probably too dangerous to leave now, especially since we have hobgoblins outside. So please, by all means, and she kind of makes a motion, and this has like a little loft, so it's like a little tree house basically. You can climb farther up into the tree, and she has a couple things up there. But I do need someone to help with the watch tonight, make sure they don't come back. I'm sure they're going to be frustrated by this. So.
Yes, Truffles. I walked to her with a full flushed red face. And plus, another reason I came out here today too.
What was that?
Well, I've had my eyes on you for quite some time, and I was wondering if you would do me the honor of being my date at the Dragon Feast.
Oh,
She blushes. She goes like full on blush, like, uh-oh.
I will take watch for you tonight and every night that you let me.
Oh, that's so romantic. Dylan, I had no idea you had a fancy pussy for her.
She doesn't know. So, I mean, yeah. So she lives.
She's a no.
She's a no. Yeah.
Oh, is there competition?
No, I'm
Isn't
just,
that
I'm
funny?
just curious.
No, right? She looks
Let
and
me
she
get
goes,
more popcorn.
I know there is no.
why don't you, let's see how this falls. Why don't you give me a persuasion check? Do it at advantage. That was really good.
Oh, can I give him inspiration?
You can, yes. You
Yes,
give inspiration.
I give him
so-
inspiration.
Start playing.
I'm your
start playing.
wingman.
Yeah.
Now we can.
17.
Yeah, I can
17.
support.
She
Good support.
did that. She kind of puts her hands together and she's just like, it's so sweet. She goes, of course I will, Dylan.
Yes!
Of course I will. And she
Yeah,
like,
that's my boy.
she kind of reaches out, she takes your hand and she kind of loves on you a little bit.
Really sweaty.
Yeah. Yeah. Hers are really dirty. She's out here on the ground. Together all the time.
This is the
It's
best.
muddy now. It's muddy. She goes, we'll leave in the morning, but you got some lunch to do, buddy. She says, you gotta prove
I
yourself.
turn around and go outside immediately.
No, stay inside. She says, don't go outside. Whatever you do, don't go outside. There are still 3 hobgoblins running around out there.
And you still have your inspiration.
We could, of course, break up and watch.
Oh no, he's gonna do the whole thing.
All right.
He's gotta prove his love to me.
You don't want me to watch, I'll just think there's a butterfly and think that's really pretty.
More sneak peek.
That's right. All right. So what we'll do, we'll fast forward a little bit. Dylan, you watch it carefully through the night, but the hobgoblins are clearly very frustrated. You see them put out the campfire by morning, and they just right. They clearly didn't get what they were coming for, and they were gone. So because whoever took this from her, who knows, right? The rest of you all get a good night's sleep. So give yourself. Go back up to max hit points, even you, Dylan, especially you, Dylan. Well done.
Good
And,
job, Dylan. And you got a date.
well done. And you have a date now. That's right.
Better than
So
all of us.
it's exactly it. So what you do have, however, is you have remaining the 4th ingredients. You have to go to the cave, and you need to get the truck.
Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing.
Nothing bad can happen.
You do? Yeah. Now, it'll take you back to town. She is going to accompany you. She wants to hold hands.
Aww.
She's just like, oh. And she just seems, light as a feather. She comes back and she goes, be very careful. I've heard things about dragons. And at that time, everyone give me a perception check as you all are heading back to town.
11 is this guy's first.
2.
2, nothing.
7.
3.
Man, it's such a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
How fix my hair?
The fairy dragon has visited you all again.
Braid my hair.
Is it time for my voice? Okay. Well, looks like you're getting so close to the end of your quest. I am happy to provide another boon for you. If, however, the generosity of the friends around the sphere are helpful for you. So, I wish you luck, friends. You're going to need it in your final part of this quest. Ta-da!
The dragon called us friends.
All right, and this is our last chance to give a boon to a player. So, starting now, if someone gives $50, that's 50 points or more. We could be more than $50, but a minimum of $50 in the name of a specific player that is playing, that boon and bounty will come to fruition. So we'll keep up that screen and we'll let the story continue, seeing if that's going to show up. Thank you.
All right. It is not long before you reach town, and Bertram is a little panicked, but he's like, oh, thank goodness. And he's just putting his hands out like, who's got it?
Alice,
Duh.
brings everything out that's delicately placed in her bag. Like, here you go.
He can't take it quick enough. You all have such little time. Time is of the essence, he says. I have to have this. Within the next few hours. Fortunately, that cave is not too far, but could be the most dangerous. And he looks and he goes, oh, He's looking and he kind of looks around and he looks at Xenia. Xenia, I didn't expect you here. And he sees you two holding hands. He kind of looks to you, Dylan. He's got a shocked look on his face.
That's right, Leslie, buddy, I got Riz.
Can I give him more marks?
No, you win that.
Prestidigitation, some little hearts.
No, I'm done. I don't need the game. This game can just run itself. So Xavier looks and goes, well, let's let my hero go out and find the last of these. See you later. She leans over, gives you a little on the cheek, and sends you all on your way. Third grade here.
I couldn't even see a dragon come up on me. Come on.
That's true. Yeah, you were kind of,
Twice.
yeah, everywhere. All right, so to the cave. So what are we doing? Head to the cave.
North.
Alice is, her gait is even faster. She kind of picked up on that stress. She's like, we gotta get this done now. Do this.
I'm walking up there with Alice.
Yeah.
I'm in the back.
Yeah, I'll get on that stuff for sure.
All right. So Echo Hollow is where the cave is, okay? And it's where the cave truffles grow, okay?
Is there an echo trail up to?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going for you too. Stole it from him. Okay. So the trail leads up and it kind of clears out a little bit. It's in settings of the field. And as you approach, what you notice is that it's covered in vines, despite the lack of vegetation elsewhere. Everyone, give me a nature check, please. Yes, give me a nature check.
Come on. Actually do something.
15.
16.
The two of you, Alice and Warwick, you both noticed that this is not an ordinary vine. There's something dangerous about that vine. The suspicion is that it could be animate, right? It's definitely blocking your way, no matter what.
Definitely more relate that to the others who didn't pick up on it. There's something going on.
What? There's something going on. I don't want again. What's going
Your
on?
dice are on fire.
Best.
Best.
How close are we to the cave?
You all are still about 100 yards away from it. You still have plenty of
We want to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's navigate around it or try to handle
It looks like the only way in.
it.
Yeah.
That's the problem, right? So it is, like I said, it's just sort of covering the entrance like it's the only way in. Unless you've got something else up your sleeves to sort of figure out.
Is there a way to get to the cave, the stone in the cave without, like, I guess what I'm trying to figure out here is if I can use my stone cunning without getting too close to the vine.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I'll give you a shot, but I'm not gonna make it easy for you. So let's do a, let's call that, we're gonna call that investigation. But you get advantage on it because it is stone cutting, right? See if you can't figure out something different.
All right. 19.
19, all right. So there could be a way around this. What you have to do is, it does look like there could be, the way that this cave may have formed, it may have been sort of like a lava tube, there could be something a little higher up, but you all might have to scramble up the side of the hill to get into it. That's your best suggestion on this. You're pretty sure, even so, even if you don't find an entrance, you might be able to identify like the weakest point, kind of tap on it and like break in.
Okay, all right. So I relay that to the rest of the party.
Because as I noted before, there are hot springs, so this was volcanically active at some point, if it's not currently volcanically.
Maybe another way we go around and climb.
You want me to climb up there and see?
We can all go, right?
You can try.
I mean, is it?
It's pretty steep.
Oh,
It
it is.
would require an
Yeah.
athletics check, yeah.
I can do it. My athletics is something. I have no problem climbing. My
Yeah.
athletics-
You will not
You
have to
gotta
worry
climb
about the
up.
vines if you climb up. That's a trick.
A twinkle. a sprinkle, a dusting of dust. And like the silver from a sword, we dispense with the rust. A little bit of magic. It's here to bring you a little boon from our fairy Fevo. We have, it's kind of a collective, I'm doing some addition here, but it looks like Dr. Don Bacon is going to have a boon. Congratulations.
Alice, on the ground, you see sort of buried in a little bit of the thickets, that surrounds the vegetation, high grass, a rope. And the rope looks untouched by the weather, right? It looks untouched by the elements, almost too perfect to be out here.
We're gonna go take a look at it, see,
It immediately, it forms up in your hand, and it's almost like you can control it. You can animate the rope. That would not only help you, but at least one other person climb wherever you want to climb.
Okay. Well, going up seems fine with me now. Climbing before is not an Alice Trump.
It's not a problem anymore. Yeah. So, all right. So you can cover for 2 people. Who else?
Please help climb.
I'll climb up as well. I can climb up.
So climbing. So there's going to say only 2 other people.
Could we
Or
wait
maybe
and
we
see who
Sure.
needs the help? Or
No, you got to just
Well,
cramp.
maybe we don't need everybody to go. Maybe we should just send 1 or 2 up first.
I'm not too good at climbing. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should send, maybe you or I, or you go up first, and then if there is an entrance, then we get everybody else.
It's like a Batman rope, so it's wherever you put it, you'll be able to just scale up, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost as if the camera's tilted.
Yeah, climbing doesn't last, so yeah, they go spot each other as we climb.
Nope. But Alice can help one of you 2. So
So who wants to,
who's making the climbing check? See what he has to.
my advice is pretty solid. Yeah, we can just both climb up. Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
Give me the athletics check.
Are you gonna let us use the
Yep.
rope? Okay.
Well,
Alice,
one
you're
person
gonna-
can. Yeah. One person in Alice can use the rope. The other person has to make an athletics check.
are you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go up, yeah, why not?
Oh, you're going up?
Yeah, I've got a roll with me.
23. You're good. So you're able to use the rope as well. So the 2 of you all battening it up, and you scramble up the side. And lo and behold, there is a small entrance up the top. It's like little. It's a hole down. So think of it as a sinkhole. And it's small though. Your larger friends are going to have a very difficult time getting down it. Only Dylan is going to be the most comfortable going down this hole. You're not quite sure how deep it goes either. Your rope may be able to get down that far, but you're not sure. Hard to tell.
Well, that's dangerous.
Could be. It's a way in though.
We take a small piece of wood, light it on fire,
Sure.
just drop it in and see how far.
Absolutely.
I got a torch. No, I'll just light a torch and drop it down there.
Okay. Yeah. You light the torch?
Yeah, I'll let-
You estimate about 70 feet. And it hits the ground and it kind of fizzles a little bit as if it hits some sort of cave water maybe. And it smokes up and you suddenly hear inside, "Who goes there?"
Electricity.
You asked a question.
Did I ask a question? I got an answer.
Good job,
Who's
Dylan.
Dylan?
The person coming in here.
This is my cave. You cannot enter.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, that's
I know.
Answer or go home.
Alice, I don't think he wants us coming in.
Can we discern what kind of creature this might sound like?
Give me insight checks, all 3 of you. You may not assist each other with those. 6, no. 15,
17.
If you didn't know any better, you heard like a growl that you would hear coming out of like a large lizard. There was a little bit of a hiss.
At least he's polite.
Yeah, definitely blind.
He's got manners.
to try to go in this way, go back down, and get with everyone.
Well,
Hey guys, what's going on?
Excuse me,
Yes.
I have cheese.
I'm sticking with you.
How much?
As much as you want.
Oh,
Give me a persuasion check.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I can't.
Well,
I'm not coming down.
uh, 12.
12. Okay. I do like cheese. It really sort of depends on how much you're gonna give me.
I'm gonna shout down that there's an inhabitant in the cave already. I'm gonna shout down just to share basically what we're doing up here with those on the bottom. Are you the only one down?
No,
Oh, you
we're hanging out.
got it. Yep. So letting you guys know what's going on.
Oh, is it a conversation? I love conversation. Can I come up?
Scramble up at any time if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while he's doing that, can I cast Friends on him or can I only on
You
myself?
have to see the target.
Oh, it's.
Yeah, you have to see the target. As soon as you can see the target, you can.
Well,
Excuse me.
If I can see what sounds like a very handsome face, I'll drop some cheese so you can touch it in your mouth.
I got some props.
You.
Well, you missed your call here.
Yeah. Should have been a merchant, right? All right. So from below, there's still a little bit of torchlight. The four of you now, because Brody scrambles up. You're still down below.
I ain't gonna be by myself. I'm just gonna go far.
Okay. Yeah. There's still enough rope. All five of you are now. They're kind of surrounding this hole in the ground. Yeah. Huddled very close to the side of the hill. And you look down, and in the dim torchlight, you all see the head of this dragon. It's about half the size of this table. So just the head. He kind of peeks around and he looks up and he goes, like throw it in my mouth, right? So he's just, what? It has a strange purple hue to it.
Give him a cheese
You've
sandwich.
known those in the past as deep dragons.
Oh. I throw a pepper jack and cheddar cheese sandwich now.
And
This is a taste. Tell me what you think.
and I'm going to use my advantage. Thank you. I'm going to use my advantage.
Yeah.
And use Friends.
Okay. What's the save on that?
Save.
It's gonna be your save, I think, right?
So 13.
Is that 13?
13.
13. All right. Perfect. So you don't have to roll. Yeah.
Yay.
What'll happen is, just like you did last time, I will give him disadvantage on the roll. Okay. So that'll be your. Yep. Oh no, I'm sorry. You have advantage on all charisma checks. Yeah. Okay. So drops down the sandwich. What do you want to do now? Do you have advantage on your charisma checks?
Go for it.
And he's gonna have disadvantage to his.
Excuse me, Dragon. We're trying to get some special cave truffles. Could we please have some? We don't want to bother you or mess up your cave in any way. I just kind of leave with it.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check. At advantage.
I hope so. Persuasion +5. Okay. 13.
13. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. He's got disadvantage, so I mean, and you watch it, and it's like when you drop it, the head pops back, and you see a much smaller little claw kind of grab it, pull it, and okay, that's telegraphing a lot. Okay, so it looks and goes, and this much smaller dragon, probably just the size of this table, actually pops out and goes, yeah, it's a great sandwich. Okay, what do you need?
We just need some cave truffles, please.
How many?
as many as you can give us.
I've actually got a basket here.
Yeah, we have a basket, we can lower it down.
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, yeah. You all lower a basket down and
I put some more cheese
yeah. He's like, I'm gonna get more of that, please. So roll a D4 to see how much more cheese wheels you have on you. You need a minimum of 2.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I put mine in the basket.
All right, you put one in the basket. He loves that cheese wheel that's coming down. He just devours it, but he's like, okay, mushrooms. So he goes and he fills it up about halfway with the basket. You do a full basket. He's like, I need more cheese. You're out of cheese. You are finally out of cheese.
I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I know.
Is this a thing? Do people actually run out of cheese?
Well, I'll tell you, what's better than cheese is some butter.
Better believe it.
My friend of the farm is me and always says you can never have too much butter. Would you want to try that instead?
Yeah, it says. Yeah, it's like butter away. So, all right, roll a D4, see how much butter you have.
2 butter.
You have 2 butters. You throw all that butter on there, bring it down, and it just, and it's taking way too much time. You all have half of the mushrooms if you need it, and it's just sitting there. It's kind of rolling around. It actually kind of rolls around in the butter. I like it. I go, it's so good. Such good butter. It's dripping. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Right. Mushrooms. And
Always wants to cook a dragon.
it's pretty full at the moment, but it kind of lumbers away. It comes back about 15 minutes later and drops some more of the truffles in there. And he goes, that was so good. Thank you so much. That was amazing cheese. So good. Such good butter. What do you need these truffles for? It asks.
Just because.
We're gonna have a nice meal later.
Another meal?
Just, it's a small thing. They won't be able to eat it. It's more for like mice.
I eat mice. It says. It looks like it wants to eat more.
Oh, no. Well, friend, how about you go take a nap and maybe we'll come visit later.
Okay. Watch out for those vines on the way in.
Thanks.
It says as you all walk away.
If you stay here, we can bring you back some cheese.
I'll drop a couple rations
Rations?
down there.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. All right,
Give us 3.
you kind of drop some rations down there. So
Probably some cheese and sausages and bread in there.
yeah, absolutely.
We'll stop by the cheese house. I'll bring you some cheese when you come back.
Absolutely. All right, so you
Now the
all.
dragons are gonna start raiding your village, and they're gonna start attacking
Don't
your
give me
farm.
ideas.
And
So
so
happy
campaign.
with it.
Somebody
Exactly.
to your farm. Dragons won't want that cheese.
So you all have a basket of truffles and you all head back into town, right? It looks like the settlement is alive with activity and everybody is beginning to slowly crowd around the, the inn. But what I do want each of you all to give me is one final perception.
Watch this be my 120.
I know, right?
16.
18, 13.
Come on. 5.
No,
I know what?
22.
22. So again, everybody but Brody, who just doesn't pay attention to anything for any reason whatsoever. There is a small dragon stalking you all back to town.
Isn't this so nice, guys?
You just open your hair and
Any more than butter?
it looks like it could be a deep dragon. It looks like it could be a deep dragon. It is definitely like tracking you all back to town. It is, again, it's small, so it's only about the size of the stable, but it is definitely on your trail. So you all are probably 200 yards from town, and it's hiding in the tree, but you brought a lot of attention to it, and you fed it. So I don't know if you've ever fed a cat before. Once you feed it, it'll go away.
It's fun to feed wild animals, right? There's no bad things that can come from
Nothing,
feeding wild
ever.
creatures.
What
Stories
know
about
about
Pappy
these
on how to train a dragon.
Give me a check. Yeah, give me a check on lore check. Give me a lore check for deep dragons.
Would that be?
Is that everybody or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me Arcana.
Arcana.
Arcana or history, whatever's best for you. We'll use either. So
I'm bad at
anybody who saw it. So anybody.
Oh, I didn't, well, and I got a 1 anyway, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't
right.
know anything.
11.
19.
So you do recall.
We're back into the mountains by these guys.
Yeah, exactly. They are voracious eaters, and they have been known to raid strictly for food, right? Like any other dragon. Dragons are concerned with primarily loot. These things don't really care so much about loot as they do. So.
Oh, they're my kind of dragon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are there snacks?
It's not that they don't care about loot, but food is like really
Look at
important.
the player.
Yeah. And they tend to be rather greedy. The fact that you all parlayed with it is a little unusual.
Who was it that shared this with us? You know if they tend to be evil? Or,
They do tend to.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty little creatures. It's kind of weird that he even talked to us, but we might be able to train it up. But maybe we can just make jerky out of it. I'm just saying.
I think we should try to send it. We should try to intimidate.
I have a cheese farm, and now I have a lady to protect. I think we need to kill this beast.
Let's try to intimidate.
He's coming after you if you gave him cheese.
We made friends with a baby dragon, and y'all want to kill it.
No, I just want to scare it. Scare it. Let's scare it back.
What's wrong with you?
Alice is gonna like stop cold on the trail and just yell out like, "Dragon, do you have a name?" No, not yet. Well, this party has a very strict guest list, and I'm very particular about lists, and you are not invited.
Oh, dragon, you want to listen to Alice?
Make an intimidate roll.
Can I stand behind Alice? Looking scary.
Yeah.
Have advantage.
Oh, and I'm part of inspiration.
With bardic inspiration.
Okay, so that's it.
Playing some menacing music in the background.
Menacing music in the background.
Dun, 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 dun.
So,
Dun, 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 dun.
that'll be a 19.
Oh, nice.
This poor little dragon just, but I just wanted some food. It starts crying, but as it cries, little acid tears actually, like, and it like comes down and it starts to burn through some of the limbs.
You know what? I'll throw it a couple more days worth of rations.
We got us in this mess.
And
Yeah.
encourage it to go
He
home.
gave us the truffles. We don't need to kill him, but I mean, we could.
Acid tears.
He's a baby.
I don't think if he
wants
doesn't
to eat
attack
all
us,
the
I'm not
food,
gonna-
that's all he wants to do.
Baby dragon, go home.
It flies away.
Okay. That's good.
Flies
That's
away.
good. Now we don't-
We just bullied a baby dragon.
Don feels bad about this. Alice is like, good.
Where there's a baby dragon, there's going to be a mama dragon.
You all
Was
have,
there a bigger dragon there in the cave, or was it
it was
just?
pretty clear that may have been an illusion of some sort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that may have been an illusion of some sort. Yep.
We're a bunch of bullies.
We let it go to him, broke and they could eat us.
Covered in
We're on the menu.
Well, we'll be higher level
You all arrive back in town, and there are some cheers. People see you. You got the truffles, and Bertram is standing there, and he's motioning, and he's just right on time. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And your beloved standing beside him, waiting, and she just has this look of just pure emotion on her face. Just in awe of you, she can't believe it. She opens up her arms,
Dun, 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 dun.
and you all fall together. And
Kristen is too sick.
yay! Hearts and things fly everywhere. Having brought everything together, you all spend the rest of the day enjoying the feasts and the bounty of your labor, having brought together everything for this incredible feast. and everybody wants to hear tell of your tales. So tell me which part you talk about during the proceedings then.
Morik talks about the cobalt, right?
Not a cobalt.
The back. Yeah, so it embellished it, because there's at least 20 cobalts.
Oh, at least 20 kobolds, absolutely. Alice?
Alice at this point is like having some drinks. She's laid down her hair and she's like, and I told that dragon, you go home right now.
they chuckle. Like, oh my God, intimidating dragon. Brody?
I tell the epic dance moves.
The farting hobgoblin lady.
The farting hobgoblin as she made her moves.
She made her moves, you lure the hobgoblins away selling.
Oh, I'll just talk about all these wounds that I got, trying to protect the party from all these vicious, evil monsters, and try to gain up sympathy while maybe pickpocketing a few people. Looks
Absolutely.
like
They've been
got a lot to
drinking.
spare.
Absolutely. They're all drunk on wine and gore that's just been perfectly cured and prepared for the feast. And you dip your hands into a few pockets and get yourself some extra gold. And last but not least, Dylan.
I talk about all the things that I found on this journey, but the biggest thing was true love. When I get down on one knee and propose with a ring made out of cheese.
Did you say cheese?
Cheese. Miss Truckles, will you become the new heir to the Gettings cheese and butter farm?
Yes, always. You put it on and then she immediately eats it. But she is absolutely beyond yourself. And the proceedings go into the night with a happy ending for everyone. Thank you.
And thank you, everybody.